A lot of this, we're doing subject twos wraps like a couple years ago.
Yep.
And now we see that coming up more and more. But just as quick as it comes, it's probably going to be
Yeah.
fading out later
Yeah.
this year, honestly, because
So true.
with all the reasons why it's popular now, those actual market reasons are starting to fade off.
Fade off, yeah, starting to shift again.
And so you always got to be thinking about what is the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
The market determines your strategy.
Exactly.
At some level.
And that's actually a point number two.
What else you got?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I always say, look, tell every investor, whether you're new, especially if you're new, but even if you're not, focus on one thing at a time. Because what happens is we chase that shiny penny, and a lot of times when you see it and it's so popular, it's already old. Everybody's moved on. So find something that's really working in your market, get to know it and understand it. But again, you don't have to be the expert. Like pad split, right? Is really starting to come on in Arizona. You don't need to know everything about pad split necessarily. You just need to understand the investing concepts, the tools in that situation, and make the relationships with the people who know. And just if you're a wholesaler, you got to understand, you got two sides. You got an acquisition and you got a disposition. So you need to focus on one side. I tell a lot of team up, maybe get a partner, because it's as much work to find a property as it is to sell it.
Yep.
And then you hit that entrepreneur roller coaster where you do all this work to find a deal, and then you spend all your time to sell it.
Yep.
And then you're done and you're like, oh, now I got to find one.
Start over.
And it's just up and down.
It's so true.
So you work with a lot of experienced investors, and then you hold a subgroup, right, with experienced investors. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so it's a subgroup which we're focused, like you said, on people who are actually doing activities in investing. Okay. So it could be land flipping, wholesalers, fix and flip, buy and holds. We get a lot of different landlord situations, short-term, Airbnbs. It's pretty interesting because when you start speaking with people and they open up, we even had one this month actually, and he purchased the rights to one of the Black Eyed Peas songs.
Oh, nice.
Oh, really?
And he was like, yeah. I was like, what's your best investment right now? I just asked the questions to people. And he says, actually, I just bought the rights last year to Black Eyed Peas, this song. And he's that one's paying the most money for me.
Wow.
That's great.
But it's great to be around those people with that mindset. So I think that's what the biggest thing is. And we have some people who are like, hey, I'm newer and stuff. We welcome everybody.
Okay.
And everybody come on in and join us. And it's great just to be, but when you're in the room like that, try to provide value, but then also see what you can gain from that, because there's a lot of knowledge in the room.
And that's the third Wednesday of the month.
Third Wednesday of the month. We try to keep it pretty consistent with that.
And it's hanging out, right?
It's hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no presentation. We meet in a little area there. It's a wine bar, so you can grab yourself a wine. They also have beer. They have some food now. But you just relax. You're talking to everybody. But don't worry. If you're shy, we make sure everybody's included.
Yeah, you talk to everybody for sure.